Wow, it isn't exactly the hottest topic at the moment. The Blue Jackets have had a problem for a while, and one can only assume that if this problem were slightly less of a problem, that they would be in a playoff spot today. And that is the goaltending for this team. None of the goalies have really shown anything spectacular this year, but there are some clear signs as to who should maybe be getting more playing time in the future. Perhaps someone who's not getting enough playing time. Basically what I'm getting at is this is a Jet Greaves appreciation video, because this man needs to be getting a lot more NHL games. I'm going to take you through my arguments here. Granted, okay, it's hard to argue that a goalie who hasn't played a lot of NHL games this year should be playing more often, but I think I can do it decently well, all right? So I'm going to try. There are a couple of stats I think that can show this very well. Even though he hasn't played a lot of games, some of these aren't really that much games player related. One of these is goal saved above expected, where he is the only positive Blue Jacket, 0.9. So not really a lot, not a lot over, but he has let in 0.9 less goals than expected. So he's let in 17 goals this season, and was expected to let in 17.86, which doesn't sound great, and you're kind of right. But it's going to look a lot better when you look at the other goalies on the Blue Jackets. So at 69th, by the way, in all of goalies that have played hockey this year, Daniil Tarasov is 69th in goal saved above expected at a minus 3.3. In 18 games, he has let up 3.3 more goals than expected. He was let in 63. He's expected to let in 59.66, which is not good. And then even further down the list, so granted, he's played 30 more games than Tarasov, so it wouldn't probably be nearly this bad if he had played the amount of games Tarasov has played. But in 49 games, Elvis has a negative 4.3 goal saved above expected, and has let in 153 goals on 148.67 expected goals. So when I'm looking at that, obviously, again, the games played is going to be the most... What's the word I'm looking for? What's going against Jet Greaves is his games played. But he can only play the games that he's given. And the poor man has never given any games. The other thing I want to look at this, I do want to look at this, because yes, this season he is the best of the Jackets goaltenders, but he also was last season in goal saved above expected. He had a plus 3.9 in 9 games. He was 28th of all goalies last year to play a hockey game. He was 28th, had a 3.9 goals saved above expected in just 9 games. And then you have to scroll all the way down to 42 to find the next Blue Jackets goalie, which, funny enough, was Malcolm Subban. And then at 52nd, you find Daniil Tarasov, who let in exactly as many goals as he was expected. And then you have to scroll. So, actually, I can't even find him. Oh, yes, there he is. At 83 was Elvis Merzlikins at minus 6.3 goal saved above expected. Jet Greaves has had the best in that statistic for the past 2 years. Now, you're saying, but he's only played 15 games in those 2 years. True, but is that not proof that he should be getting more than 9 games a year and 6 games a year? Because he's shown that he can play when they give him the chance to. He just never gets to play, and I cannot express why, especially when you look at the other goalies' other stats. Daniil Tarasov, in his last, we'll go this season first. This season as a Blue Jacket has a .882 save percentage and a 3.49 goals against average. He's so bad. I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense why they don't let this poor man start more games. Last year, 908. Not bad, actually, for Tarasov. The year before, an 892. I just don't get it. I simply don't get it. Especially when you go and look at Elvis's stats. I get it. You're paying Elvis a lot of money, so you kind of have to play him. But an 894 this year with a 311 goals against average. In the year before, an 897 with 345 goals against, and an 876 and a 423 the year before. I don't get it, especially then when you go look at Jet Greaves' stats, and he's played 16 games and has a .910 save percentage. I don't get it. I know I'm getting heated about this, but it's just because I don't get why the poor man doesn't play hockey in the NHL. Because when you look at his AHL stats, he's got a .918 save percentage this season and a .272 goals against average. The year before, he had a .910 and a .293. And then in the playoffs last year, he had a .926. I don't understand why they don't let him play games. It doesn't make any sense. In that playoff run, he had a .926 and a .217 goals against average. He's had under a .900 once, and that was his sophomore season in the AHL when he was 19 years old. 20 years old. Give this poor man some playing time. If he plays probably 3 more games a year, they're in a playoff spot right now. 4 more games a year, they're in a playoff spot right now. I just don't get, and I get it. I'm losing my mind about a guy who is technically the Jackets' third string goalie right now and is only 23, and you're going to be like, Braden, you're going to be like, that's why he's not playing. True, but they've been playing Tarasov since he was 22. He played his first game in the 2021-2022 season, and he is 26 years of age, turned 26 literally 5 days ago. So he was 25 for 90% of the season, and he started in the 21-22 season. He started playing games when he was 22 years old. Or 21 or 22 years old. I don't understand why they aren't playing Jet Greaves more often. It doesn't make any sense. It could be because he's 6 feet tall. That's the only thing that's not going for him is he's not tall. But he doesn't get beat by it. Also, now Jet Greaves is 24 as of 2 days ago. So, free my boy Jet Greaves. He deserves playing time. That's really all I wanted to say here. It's a bit of a rant, but I'm just saying, let that poor man play.